We are backstage at Loudwire Live in Flint, and I am joined by John from Skillet. John, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, man?
I am happy to be back in the area. Happy to see you again. It's been a little bit since you and I have had the chance to talk. First off, a little bit of rain starting to fall here in Flint, but it's got to be better than like going on stage when it's 90, 100 degrees.
Yeah, and it's going to go away. I talked to a weather girl already. She said it's going to come in and pass, so we're all good.
What's it like playing these outdoor shows as opposed to doing like an indoor theater, indoor arena?
Yeah. I love outdoor shows because they're it's summertime. It kind of all goes together, you know, like fairs and funnel cake. You like funnel cakes?
I do, yeah.
Oh, all that fried, you know, all the fried stuff at all the various fairs. It all kind of goes together from baseball games. It's all like one. Rock festivals in the summer. There's nothing like it because everybody's having a great time, and it's good because it gives bands like us a chance to hopefully make a lot of new fans because we get to play with bands bigger than us, and people are very open to hearing new music at festivals. So nothing quite like it. Summertime in America, oh my gosh, it's awesome.
I was going to say, playing these big festivals like Loudwire Live, like Rock on the Range, you get to play with bands that, you might not have the chance to share the stage with otherwise. So there are fans that are there to see them that might be seeing you for the first time.
Oh, I'm going to steal those fans, man. Yeah, or do my best anyway. Oh, of course, yeah, Rock on the Range, not my night, but Metallica was there the same weekend. I don't think that means I can say I played with Metallica, but I can lie.
Yeah, right.
That's kind of a bucket list. For them, I mean, they love Skillet, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, gosh, man, sharing the stage with these bands, Slipknot and Korn, and a lot of the people we've gotten to be friends with now, and it's good because even backstage, a lot of the bands are fans of other bands, so it's cool. A lot of maybe people watching this don't know that bands like me are hoping to get a glimpse of Metallica walking. We're just as much fans as anyone else. I think you keep that kind of magic that you had when you were a kid, because music is so powerful. It doesn't go away just because you get older, so I love these things.
And when you go to these big festivals and like you look side stage and you see Hailstorms headlining tonight and you guys will be on stage watching them and vice versa, right. It's always cool to see the other bands watching each other.
Oh man, there's nothing like it. It's very sometimes you get nervous. I never get nervous to go on stage anymore unless I'm playing and I turn around and look and Brent from Shinedown is watching me or something. I'm like, ooh, I better start singing a little better. Those things are really cool, and it's incredible camaraderie I've noticed whenever we play with bands that open for us. And I'll go out on stage and watch for a little while, and the bands are always like, I can't believe you'd come and do that. And I think, really, it's just me. But it's like that, very camaraderie aspect of it, and it's awesome, man.
Is there ever like a competition aspect to it? Like you see somebody on stage and you think, I want to one-up these guys, or I want to put on a better show than they just put on?
Usually it's like, I hate them. When they're good, when they're bigger than me, I hate them. No, I'm joking. It is, I think, for me, in a competitive in the best possible way, in the way that makes you want to be better at your job, in the way that makes you want to give the fans a better show. So I don't ever feel like competition in a negative way, but that probably comes from me not being a douchebag and wanting to see other people do good, and we're all in this together kind of a feeling. But certainly I think any musician that says there's not a little bit of that competition is probably lying a little bit, because you have to have a certain amount of I don't mean ego in a bad way, but you have to have a certain amount of ego to get on stage, right, and feel comfortable going, hey, pay money and watch me do crap that's stupid, or awesome, and you're kind of playing this role. So there's a little bit of a thing you have to even get on stage to start with. So all that to say, when you come see bands at these things, you're probably going to see the best show any band will ever play when it's stacked, and when you're stacked with all these great bands, because you got to bring your A game.
Now, you guys have the album Unleashed. It's been out for quite a while now. How do you feel the new album stacks up against your other records?
Oh, that's bad to ask an artist. Every artist is convinced whatever new thing you've done is amazing. It's the best ever. The fans like it, and that's the biggest thing. When you make the fans happy, then everything's good, because whether you're completely on trend, off trend, somewhere in the middle, as long as your fans are with you, you're going to have a career, and you got to make those people happy. And our fans very much love the record. The other big check, the box we checked, that I'm really thankful for, a little schmooze fest here, is that radio really likes the record, which is what takes it out of the underground cult following into the masses. It's the best way to get your music out. So radio has loved it, which is definitely putting this at the top of our list. Out of our 9 records, this one and our record called Awake, that had Monster and Hero on it. Those would be the 2 records that have performed the best for us. So, in answer to your question, I guess that means it's at the top of the list, so it's good.
When you were recording Unleash, did you have a goal in mind? Is there something you wanted to set out to maybe differentiate it from the other albums?
You know what I wanted? I wanted radio hits and lots of sales. No,
it's a good goal to have.
People are watching, they're confused. What does that mean?
Yeah, right.
No, but I did want to hit radio. Of course, you always want to. It doesn't mean you're going to, but you try. But what I wanted to do on this record that makes it different, and this is actually, it might sound stupid, I wanted to make a record that was really fun to listen to, just like I love to exercise, and I still to this day, once a week AC/DC, Back in Black, twice a week Metallica, Black Album, Ride the Lightning. You find yourself wanting to listen to the same workout albums because they're great workout albums. Right. And I suddenly thought, we've never really made a workout album. Our records are very ebb and flow, and they're very theatrical, and they're sometimes, I think, cerebral in the lyrics, and they talk about important things, but they can be sometimes heavy lyrically. And I thought, let's make a record that's not that way. It'll be our first one doing that you can just turn on and just want to drive fast or run farther or lift more, whatever. And that's what we set out to do on this record. I think that's why the record's so fun to listen to, and I think that probably that has helped us, because I think in culture today there's so much stuff, nasty stuff happening, that people, they know the world's bad and they don't really want to be reminded. They want to have an escape. So I wanted to make a record that was an escape from that.
And you actually have Back from the Dead is the latest single, and it's actually being picked up. It's going to be used in a pilot for a new series on NBC called Blood Drive.
Yes, it is. It's really cool, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, Blood Drive, when I got the little synopsis they send me, are you okay with this? And I was like, is it on TV? I'm okay with that. I don't care what it is. And they're like, well, here's the synopsis of the show in case. It sounds so cool. It's so me, because it sounds like a mixture. Did you read the synopsis of the thing?
No, yeah.
It's like some kind of it was 3 months ago and I read it. Hold on. It's like I don't want to say post-apocalyptic, but a little of that flavor. Like, what was that movie called? The movie where they were in prison and they had to drive cars, to like a race. It was called like
Logan's Run?
No, Jason Statham was in it.
I know which one you're talking about. I don't know.
Death Race.
Death Race, yeah, there you go.
Weather Girl knew.
Yeah, right.
Death Race. It's kind of like Death Race meets Mad Max, but the vehicles are fueled by human blood.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
So basically what you're doing, you're taking like Mad Max, Death Race, WWE, and something kind of vampire-ish kind of. You're putting all that into a thing, and you have a Skillet song on it. I don't really know what could be better than that.
So do they just call you up and say, hey, we want to use your song, or how does that work?
I don't know how it works, We've never had enough of that. I mean, for us, it's been a lot of like, how did that happen stories. It's always cool. Like, we have a lot of WWE and NFL, and it's always like somebody that knew somebody that had a kid that was a Skillet fan, and they called somebody, and it's always lucky, and I feel really excited when it happens. I don't know how this one happened. We just got an email. I received an email saying, are you okay with this? And I said, yeah, I'm okay, and put me in the episode. I want to drive a car that's fueled by blood. But no one took me up on that for some reason. I don't know why. I've got the post-apocalyptic beard going.
I was going to say, you looked the part fairly easily.
Yeah, I mean, I could not shape it that day, and I can make it big.
It's a great idea.
What's wrong with these people?
If they extend the season, or maybe they pick it up for a second season, you can kind of work that in to do a cameo of some sort.
Oh my gosh, that'd be fun, right?
It would be awesome.
I'd probably be a terrible actor.
You don't even need to act, just drive the car.
That's it.
Right.
Just drive the car. Shut your mouth. Peter Gabriel, remember that?
Wow.
I saw Peter Gabriel and Sting last year.
Really? Oh, they did
at a summer festival.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, it was stupid awesome.
That would have been an awesome festival to go see.
It was very good. I got to give a big shout out. I don't know why I'm telling you that.
That's fine. At some point in your career, you've now shared the stage with Metallica. Maybe the next step is Phil Collins and Peter Gabriel.
Oh my gosh, man! Peter Gabriel's one of my. Well, actually, my wife is the one who got me into Peter Gabriel when we were dating. She was like, "Here's my favorite artist," and I mean, you couldn't grow up in the 80s without knowing who Peter Gabriel was, but if it wasn't metal, I typically didn't like it, except for Bon Jovi. He kind of bridged the gap. And then I got really into Peter Gabriel, so we finally saw him last year, and it was wicked. Sting. When is Sting going to get old and fat? I don't really know.
It's not possible. He's got that tantra thing going on and everything else that he's doing, so he's a busy guy, so he keeps in shape. Speaking of festivals and tours, you guys are going to keep the Unleashed tour going. How much longer do you think you guys are going to be on the road with this?
Oh, man. I am so pumped. We're going out with Korn and Stone Sour this summer. I'm a huge Korn fan. And I don't even know the band. I know two of the members, one of them quite well. I don't know the other guys yet. So I don't know how we got on the tour, but I hit my friend like, I don't know if this is you or not, but thanks. So that's a great look for us. Stone Sour, we're good friends with. We toured together. Yep. So that's going to be a great tour, and then we're headlining again after that. And we'll probably end up in Europe next year and stuff. So I think it's almost been a year for this record. I think probably another good year of touring, you know.
You're one of those bands that just is constantly out on the road, and I know you're a family guy. You've got kids at home. Is it difficult being away from them for so long?
I am super lucky because my kids come on the road with me, so I get to be with my family all the time. I mean, it's hard work, especially when they were young. That was really hard. Babies in the middle of the night. I remember my wife, Corey plays in the band. Some people might not know that. So I remember my wife, Corey. During our set, we'd have like a 12-minute like drum guitar solo, like mess around with the crowd. I remember her running off stage because she was getting a text that my daughter was, as a baby, was freaking out and was inconsolable. So Corey goes and she comes back, barely makes the song. I look over and she's got all these like white stains up on her dress. I'm like, did she just feed the baby and burp the baby? She's got like white, burp up. I'm like, now that is rock and roll right there.
You're not gonna see that often.
No, I don't know if it sells or not, but
right.
We're lucky, man. My kids have been on the road with everybody, and for us, being on the road is that's what kept us in business for the first 12 years. We didn't have radio. We were on an indie label for the first 8 years. And we just built that underground following by putting on shows, meeting fans, treating fans good, caring about them, putting everything. We have 30 people at the show. You're going to get a full-on, like, Kiss performance, or our best we can do. So, we stay on the road a lot.
Well, I know you guys have got to get on stage here pretty soon, so I will let you go. But, John, thanks so much, man. I appreciate it.
It was great chatting with you. I had a great time, man. Keep rocking, peeps.